Hi, Libra. Thanks for joining me. My name is Ginger, and I'm going to do a reading for the consciousness of Libra for May 2025. I have been choosing questions for each of the signs, and your question is for Libra, what can I do to bring more balance into my life right now? And I imagine a lot of Libras having a lot of, what do they call it? Irons in the fire. Um, Personally, in your personal life and your work life. So let's see what the cards say for the month of May 2025 for Libra. What can I do to bring more balance in my life into my life right now? All right, I have the Lakshmi Oracle, the Lord Ganesha Oracle, and the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, and I'm going to pull one card from each. Okay, feel the guides with me. Oh, you have Sri Krishna, the Supreme God. Wow. That's that's really awesome. Okay. Let's see what his message is to you. Oh, look at that. Look at the cows when the camera, look at the cows in the background. That's incredible. Great card. All right, so that's number 29. Okay. Krishna was born on earth to protect his devotees and is a deity of love and compassion. There are many who request my return in physical form, but I come in my spiritual energy form so that I am available to be with many. Your world is facing destruction, but no, it is also being reborn in spiritual form. So rejoice. Oh, that's a bright message, huh? That's interesting. Your world is facing destruction. Well, I think some of us feel that way, don't we? Are we being good stewards politically? Are we, you know, how are we behaving that way? So, all right. Now, Lord Ganesha. So, um, how can I bring more balance into my life right now? Well, that first card, I'm going to say, you know what? Work on your spiritual self. Because as light workers, we work on expanding our light, and we do that by focusing on spiritual aspects within us. So, Lord Ganesha, splendor. Do you need some splendor in your life? I know that Libra, you are ruled by Venus, so beauty and creativity and inspiration are important to you. This card makes me feel that way. Beautiful splendor. Splendiferous. Okay. Splendor. And then the Wild Kuan Yin. So this deck is Kuan Yin when she was a youth, when she was a young woman, and it takes place in the mountains of Tibet. And I think Tibet is all in the mountains. And her guides are the cows, her ancestors, but also the cows and bulls that she takes care of. So it's really an amazing deck. So for the Divine Mother as a child. Oh, I like this one. So she does ride these bulls and cows. So it says Wild Red Rider, blessing bestowed. Wild Red Rider, blessing bestowed. Okay. Let's see what the book says about that one. That is number 444, number 44. We'll take that number. 44 is a great number. Here we go. Wild Red Rider, blessing bestowed. I descend with wild love and bring with me such grace that there shall be an inflow of harmony, serenity, goodness, and order restored to your life. There is no limit to the way that I can land in your life, to the order that I can call forth from the wild chaos that my truth may first evoke. There is no limit to the way that I can land in your life, to the order that I can call forth from the wild chaos that my truth may first evoke. I see from higher perspective that which can be altered so that the patterns of your life can heal and you can step forward on your path with a clear purpose. I bring you the embodiment of my mantra, opening your heart and granting your prayer immediate answer. Om Mani Padme Hum. Wow, I love that. I love it. You can't make this shit up, right? I love that. I'm going to read the Krishna card again because that it kind of took me off guard there. That kind of unsettled me. Let's see. 29. You're, there are many who request my return in physical form, but I come in my spiritual energy form so that I am available to be with many. You, Libra. Your world is facing destruction, but know it is being reborn in spiritual form. So rejoice. All right. So for that card, what I'm going to say is if people are you're divided politically. I mean, it's just, who ever thought we would be here? So like I said, with being light workers, we're called to work on our spirituality so that we can expand our spirituality and know that everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. However it goes, it's going to be okay. And as light workers, we can be the solution we seek. Really, we need to be the solution we seek today. All right, let's get into the tarot. So, splendor, creating your environment, a beautiful environment for yourself is so very important. It is important to your well-being. I sense that even at work and at home. A beautiful, splendor-filled environment is really important to you. Um, and then the wild red rider, I mean, she is bringing, but it says blessing bestowed. So she's bringing you balance among other things. All right, so let's go with the tarot. What can I do to bring more balance into my life right now, Libra? Hmm. Oh, I have the Seven of Cups. This is your situation. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on. What do I choose? What do I choose? What do I do first? Can I do all of this? Do I have to let some things go? That's your situation. No wonder you need some balance. There's a lot going on for you, Libra. And it's crossed by the Strength card. Maturity. This is an example of maturity. We come through certain situations and we realize that, we create these situations, our attitude, our vibration, call in certain things. We take responsibility for that. And so, what I'm going to say is that the first step in balance for you, Libra, is taking responsibility for the imbalance. Okay. We don't need to be all things to all people. And I know that you know that. Um, so let's see what we have next. Interesting. This was in Sagittarius's reading, I think. This is the Seven of Pentacles, and this card is in the position of why is this reading taking place at this time in this place? So this guy is working, he has worked really hard and talk about beauty. This is his beautiful garden and look at how abundant it is. I mean, he created this garden and he's looking at it and he's saying, is this all there is? I don't really feel appreciated for all of this work that I put in. I do beautiful work. I do grand work. Not everybody can do this work. I don't feel appreciated. What am I going to do about this? Should I go to work for myself and maybe change it up a little and make this money for myself? Because he's bringing in a lot of money for this person he's working for. How can I change it up so that I really love the work that I do? Because this seems to be, I mean, on the surface, it looks like you're doing one thing, but this is a very there are a lot of things involved in getting that land ready, knowing how to grow the plants if there are, you know, pests or diseases on the plant. I mean, there is a lot involved in this before, the fruit, bearing the fruit. So that's something to think about, Libra. Multidisciplinary is the word that comes to my mind. Maybe, I think that's necessary for you to be challenged. However, I think that maybe you're being pulled in too many directions at one time. Here we have the self-made woman in the recent past. This is the feminine energy of someone who is self-made. So it doesn't matter if you, Libra, are male or female. It is the feminine energy. There's a lot involved in that feminine energy. She is a CEO who has become very successful. So there is a lot involved in this and being this person and being this energy. She's very abundant. She knows how to deal with people. I think Libra is very good at that as well. You are the zodiac sign of justice. So I think you're a great diplomat. That's in your recent past. Ah, here we go. This card in the position at the top of the reading points to the outcome. So this Eight of Cups is a card expressing leaving a place where it's cozy, comfortable, where you've been for a long time and you love it, but you used to love it. You don't love it anymore. Something's changed or you've changed. And not only that, not only have you changed, but your God is calling you to something. You're being called to do something, something that you don't know what it is yet, but you can't stay where you are. You have to move and you don't know where you're going. So this is an act of faith. It's an act of faith. And whoever is left behind, so we have eight cups here and they're all standing up, right? So there's none of them knocked down. So everything appears to be okay and you want to leave. So say you have a job and to all appearances, it's a great job, but you are just unfulfilled. You're just really unfulfilled. You're working too hard. You're not being appreciated. This is a for instance. And you need to go because you've got this higher calling. Your heart is telling you you need to go. You don't know where you're going to go yet. Trust, have faith. You will be guided. This guy is being guided. He's saying, put your foot here, put your foot there. That's what that card is about. Now, oh, I like this. In your near future, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is the card of collaboration and leadership. This definitely looks like something very new compared to this. So in this situation, in this scenario, you are the artisan. You are very creative, innovative. Here there's not a lot of innovation here unless you're doing research and stuff and learning about how to take care of plants and things like that. Um, but this is creative and innovative, and you are a master. So to be able, this is fulfillment. This is about fulfillment and being singly focused on something rather than having your energies all over the place, like if this situation feels like. So you would be focused. That would help to bring balance to your life. So this part of the reading of the Celtic Cross reading is really setting us up. It is the history, it is the context of the column, the four cards that come next. So what we have is, you know, how does Libra find balance? Well, first of all, there is a lot going on. So what am I going to choose? What is the most important? What are the most important things? Not just one. There are seven things going on here. What is important? What are you able to comfortably and that would bring you inner peace? What is comfortable for you? That has to be determined. And in doing so, you're going to gain maturity, emotional maturity and strength, inner strength. The kind of strength where you know that you can rely and trust on yourself, Libra. You know that you can rely and trust in yourself and have faith in yourself. That's the kind of strength that is, and at the bottom, the reason the reading is taking place is there's something here. I am not happy here. I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel appreciated. I kind of feel like I'm wasting my time because I am already the master here, and it's kind of getting boring to me, but it takes up a lot of my time. In the recent past, we have the self-made woman energy, and that would be you, Libra. That would be you. The issue here is that you're being called to something else. You are being called to something else. And Kuan Yin, the Kuan Yin card in particular, she says, that it may feel like wild chaos that my truth may first evoke. But she sees from a higher perspective that which can be altered so that the patterns of your life can heal and you can step forward on your path with clear purpose. And that's what this is. It's about healing. It's about not blaming yourself or anyone else. It's about learning that, you know what, I did that for a time, appreciate it. Even if you don't appreciate it now, appreciate it. It brought something to you at one time, because now you're moving on into something new. And let's find out what that looks like, maybe. Okay, Queen of Swords. I like that for Libra. That's a Libra kind of card. Queen of Swords. So, okay, what I'm feeling here with this card, I feel there's a lot of legality here. For some reason, I'm feeling that there is you are setting a boundary about right and wrong here for yourself. That's what I feel like. So whoever is approaching her, don't approach her expecting her to bow down to you in any way. That's kind of the information I'm getting, that, you're leaving, and a lot of people would be distressed by this. Most people would be, I don't know what's going on here, but I can't stay where I am. And I don't know what my future is going to look like, but I got to go. Well, we know that your future is going to be okay, that you will become fulfilled, that, and maybe this is just a stepping stone. This may just be a stepping stone to something greater, but this is pretty great right here. But you are not all cowered over. You're sitting up in your chair saying, come on, let's talk. Let's talk about this. Do you want to talk to me? I'm willing to talk to you about it. You have no fear. That's what I get. You have no fear in making this change because you know it's time. And you have the confidence in yourself. Page of Pentacles, a message coming in about something earthy, something regarding abundance, um, being grounded, learning in the material world, learning about something in the material world. So it is a message coming in for you. And that is the energy around you. That is the energy that there is a message. Oh, okay. Here we go. This is the Two of Cups, and it is in the position of your hopes and dreams. Here is, there's the Lover's card in the tarot. This really, to me, is the Lover's card because this is long-term. Well, the Lovers is the Lovers. This is something else altogether. This is long-term committed relationship. Long-term. This is, I love you. They see each other for who they are. They step in each other's shoes to see how it feels, to get the other person's perspective. They don't demand that you see things their way. It's a very open and expansive, happy kind of relationship. Really nice, very supportive, very supportive. to help bring balance. Look at, there's balance here. There's balance here in this relationship. So, I think it could be a romantic relationship. Typically that's what I would say here, but it could have to do with career. Okay. Then the outcome card. Uh-oh. 7 of Swords. Um, Outright theft. It could be self-sabotage. It's a 7. You have a 7 here, a 7 here, and a 7 at the end. 3 sevens. That's three, 7 is a number of, 5 is a number of change, 3 is a number of change, 5 is a number of change, 7 is a number of change, 7 is a number of spiritual change. Spiritual change. So what's going on here related to this higher calling? After all of these really great cards of the 2 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords and even the 3 of Pentacles. What's being stolen? What's being taken? What is being set up for failure? This is happening in broad daylight. Is this self-sabotage? Let me think about this for a second. This is very interesting to me. And this is about creating balance. How can you bring more balance into your life? I just got this sentence. Don't be concerned with what is going on with other people. Mind your own business. Cut down. That'll help cut down on all these things you're involved in. I think there's more. I think that may be true, but I think there's more to this than that. So he's got, what is this? What is this about? Because you're not the thief. This is happening in broad daylight. And someone's taken your stuff. And that's kind of, I feel as though, like with the Queen of Swords, swords is important to you, Libra. Swords is justice. It is the law. It is religion. It is scholarship. It is, writing, speaking. It is, so who's stealing this from you? It could be that someone someone is jealous. It could be that someone is jealous. It could be that you are making other people's issues your issue, in helping them. You don't need to do that. It could be that someone is jealous. It could be that there's outright thievery, but I don't see that really in this reading. Let me think 1 second. Okay, so I have them all together. You know what? Let me pull another card on that, because this really, I feel like there's more there, and I'm getting a couple of hits on what it could be related to. The Suit of Swords is very, that is your suit. And that, it's something close to home. Something close to home. Get the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, I get the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment. Okay. So what that could be is that things are stealing your time. They're stealing your time. Things are stealing your time. So pay attention to where you're spending your time and what you're working on. because here's the judgment. You've got the wheel of fortune saying things are turning around for you, and you have judgment here. Oop, get this card. You have judgment here, which goes with this card. It's a higher calling that you've got. Okay. So, okay, now I'm getting it. So, what this card is saying is that, you know what? Wherever we go, there we are, right? So we take ourselves wherever we go. So in your journey to finding more balance for your life, you need to change. Things need to change. And if you don't change, if nothing changes, nothing changes. That's what I'm going to say. If nothing changes, nothing changes. So Libra, you've got to put in the footwork because it's interesting. Another question that I wrote down for you is how can I align my inner truth with my outer actions? And I was going to use that one. I'm like, no, I'll do this other one. Well, it's interesting because this is aligning your inner truth with your outer actions. This is you saying, I am overwhelmed. I got too much going on. I have no peace. I have no way to, I'm not relaxing. I don't have a fun time anymore. I'm always doing something. Well, stealing your time, that steals your time and energy. So you are the one who has to take responsibility to make changes for yourself. And that involves not getting involved in other people's problems, right? That's one way. Not getting involved in other people's problems. You don't have to be the problem solver. You have this higher calling. I mean, have judgment now and the Eight of Cups. You have a higher calling to, it's funny, I said this card made me feel like there was something about justice. To do yourself justice, do the right thing for yourself. Be just toward yourself. Help yourself to find the time for balance. And I also feel as though you, career-wise, something needs to change. There's no reward there for you any longer. And there may also be a new relationship coming in for you with this Two of Cups, but it's also about balance. It's about balance in your life. So this Two of Cups may also show up if you are in a relationship. It may be showing up here because this is, you need to spend more time in this relationship, enjoying this relationship. And that's the reading I have for you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Please remember to like the video, and if you have a comment, I would appreciate it if you would just put a little comment in the comment section. That would help me to grow my channel. Thank you so much, and have a great month. Bye-bye.